Back with a track and back on the road. Let's not keep it waiting, let's go. The water's never had a better flow, because I'm back and I'm older, as we know. It is safe to say I'm a citizen, making these songs, I have missed it. Now I'm back with my sound like this. From floor 3 I did a mad switch. All of the normal people falling, hit the floor so hard they're back at time calling, mauling. This is appalling, the ball's in my court. Who is Jordan? Extending because I have plenty. Being a leader, how I was meant to be, and now I have to cross the uneven sea. I will do this well and you will see. It is true to say that I'm falling. The system has started to ignore me, because I'm on here doing more than these strangers are back up my friends, and now they're seeing some dead ends. I guess they weren't really your friends. Now you're falling just like I have been. They saw you and put you in the bin. No one cares what you think anymore. Before you do madness, please close the door. I don't want to see what you're doing in your room, because what you're doing in there is not good. I know people from school to the shops, get in the school and get my bike locked. Cycling, kicking up rocks. If you get interrogated, hit block. Now I can't really have much fun, because they're destroying the country they run, and soon they'll do a blackout on the sun. Last year wasn't without a bad month, cutting up beats like cutting up grass. Back in the past used to drink from flaws, now just to put the white flag on the mast. With our hands up, victory's not ours, it is theirs, and soon we will fall. Breaking holes in the collapsing mold. You're not an ice block, you're never cool. Please stop directing me your calls. Floating on the rivers with my own boat, making the boat out of red bank notes. Do you ever feel invisible like a cloak? I don't, cause I'm surrounded like a moat. Walking down hills, not crushing up pills. I don't do that because I actually wanna feel, cause life goes around just like a wheel. Back in my life I've had the best meals. I don't really care about the hourglass, because I know I never finish last. My life's speeding, come moving up fast, covering up expressions with a mask. Life from London, life up to here, taking trips but I'm always near to the capital that is now feared. It's not that bad, listen with your ears. The collective government have no lungs. They're on the news, what have they done? Anyway, down the road there's more fun. And now it's the end of part 1. I feel like I've always been on standby. Everything I've said isn't a lie. I put my own name on these songs of mine. I'm in front, get to the back of the line. Hardly anything's needed in edit, because what I've said I've meant it. Although maybe it was all never meant. If that's the case, I should have just went. Who out here is the party type? I am not, even if it's slight. Sometimes I look back in hindsight, thinking about following the light. The fooling is us. Sometimes thoughts can turn into dust. If they get left here, they'll rust. keep guard of those thoughts you must. Thought about this and I thought about that. This is a new year, a new track. Sky is black and I'm walking back to my house which is near flats. Now we've all been left here. Their decisions are now clear. To keep us falling for years, they're keeping people in fear, pushing us around like we're nothing. Right now you're not very loving. Starting an uprising, are you coming? The resistance has never been funny. Until now, I have laughed. They're keeping our heads in bars. We can't keep thoughts in the past. We must do what we can to move fast, keeping us confined inside the cells. They look back and they're like, oh well, the people can't even reach for the bell. Quite a while ago they fell. Let's get to the topic of discussion. This country has got a concussion. What things have you been discussing? All of you shouldn't be fussing. Thought about this and I thought about that. This is a new year, a new track. Sky is black and I'm walking back to my house which is near flats. Now we've all been left here. Their decisions are now clear. To keep us falling for years, they're keeping people in fear. You don't need to remind me again. The people that do that are friends whenever there's a hand to lend. In their case there are no false ends. Seeing over cities like a crane. Just see people driving down lanes. Look up in the sky, there are some planes. Look down on the tracks, there is a train. Motorway, we're moving and going to the city where the Thames is flowing, to the city where the flowers are growing. In the city it's all been showing. This is similar to later tunes. Down in the track list your head will move. I don't know if I'll ever lose, but I don't want to sound too rude. Thought about this and I thought about that. This is a new year, a new track. Sky is black and I'm walking back to my house which is near flats. Now we've all been left here. Their decisions are now clear. To keep us falling for years, they're keeping people in fear. When you arrive here, do not be late. Do not be late when you come to my place. You will keep me waiting all day, and then my time will just decay. Serving up plates with a side of hate. Love or hate, which one is great? It all depends on your face. If it reacts this way or that way. I don't think we ever want to be alone. Although this is the town that I roam this town always with my phone. Keep your head down, keep it down low. In this life I'll always need pounds. Getting around here town to town. In the future we should never frown, cause nothing really gets us down. Thought about this and I thought about that. This is a new year, a new track. Sky is black and I'm walking back to my house which is near flats. Now we've all been left here. Their decisions are now clear. To keep us falling for years, they're keeping people in fear.